Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. It is Healer Auset. You are on the Healer Auset show on our network. Not just for the people, we are the people, because we do more than just anything. We come and we show up big, and this is exactly who we are. Welcome to our network. It is Wednesday. The goddess of the station is right here on the green couch. Y'all get used to the green couch. We are right here on the green couch, ready to do this work, ready to make sure that you are ready to heal. Make sure you like, make sure you follow, make sure you hit that bell and you subscribe, because I am not the only person on this show. There is the Sheen show, and she's a comedian too. Hilarious. Make sure that you are supporting everything that you see. Bet that. Come and make sure that you're watching that Tuesdays and Fridays. And continue to show up on Wednesdays. Make sure you seeing Sadiddy Scene on Tuesdays. We just have so much going on. We got so much going on. Oh, and who is that? Who is that? That's where you at right now. We're going to get this holistic soul healing on and make sure we keep doing it. The Mac and In show with 100 Racks. Make sure you keep continuing to support our artists as well in the community. Game Point Sports Talk, all things sports. Making sure that you are keeping up. Funky Friday Funk with Brother Damo. Playing that funk, okay? I be watching. I ain't gonna front. I love the drummers. Uncle Tux and his people, my people with Uncle Tux. And that's how I got here, because I saw that this was an independent network and we do things in an independent way. So I'm excited to be here. And y'all better make sure, one more time, go like, go share, follow, and subscribe so that you can get all of the notifications for all of the shows that I just mentioned, so that we can continue to keep this whole network and this whole movement popping and alive. Now let's get on with this work. All right. We're first going to talk about what it means to show up in this part 2 of root chakra. And we sort of kind of were talking about it. We were in Mercury retrograde. Let me say, we're still in the shadow. So you're still finding that miscommunication still might be happening. Technology might be acting crazy for you. We're getting up out of there, but we should be getting up out of here stronger, ready to shine, because it's springtime. And this is when we let everything that we worked on in the winter start to blossom. So now that we are out of it, let's go into what it means to actually make sure that your root chakra is aligned to all of the things to start moving that Kundalini energy and moving all of the up your spine and within your body so that you can be grounded. We did talk about the importance of, let me do it right now because my feet hurt. Let me do it right now. I told you I was going to be doing this, so go on, get used to it. And my toes is done by my baby Jasmine. And shout out Atlanta, Georgia. It's the only technician I let touch my nails. But let's talk about what it means. We did say, take your shoes off. Go outside, get your feet to the ground, because the core of the earth to the furthest of the universe, all things are connected within us. And so when you're grounding, what you're doing is you're allowing your body to reset, right? And you want to reset your spiritual energy, your chakra energy, so that every single time you're feeling frazzled or you're doing whatever. This is why you see people who are tree huggers. That is a real thing. That is a real therapy that can actually provide you with minerals. It can provide you, if you're properly breathing, it can open up your lungs, especially my Denver folks here at 5280. Knowing that you can breathe well in Denver means you can really breathe well anywhere. But then going down south to my folks in Atlanta, right, and having that good humidity, all of those things matter, and connecting that to your root chakra so that you can be clear about who you are. Your root chakra is connected to your survival. It's connected to making sure that your means are met. If your money is off, you probably need some chakra work. I do have a chakra course. If you want to take the course, just hit me up on www.healerausetmariam.com and you can register for the course. And it is so fantastic. I have people who have taken this course when I first started doing it almost 15 years ago and have not finished their work. I also have people who do their work and their life propels. here's a disclaimer. When you take the course once and you pay your tuition, you do the course, you have access to the course for the rest of your life for free. And it's because Chakra 101 is really what can give you the tools. And my job as a healer is not to, I don't heal you. All right. I am not God. There is one ultimate God. What I do is I recognize that the universe, so God of your understanding, uses me as a vessel. The chakra course is going to unlock or unblock or whatever work needs to be done around your chakras so you can find the gift that you're supposed to give to us. And a lot of times that shifts, a lot of times that changes, and we recognize that you may not have been ready to do the full purge. You may not have been ready. So I quickly pivoted and said, you know what, if you took the course once, then you have access to it forever. I have so many repeat students and I love them. I take the course every time I teach it, I'm taking it. So I'm actually experiencing it with you because, again, I am not God. They call me Healer Auset only because I tap into helping you realize you heal yourself. But I am not the ultimate healer. There is only one creator, and that's who does it. So let's get back to root chakra. Root chakra is also represented by the color red. And I have had the honor and the privilege to sit at the feet of Queen Afua. And I remember when I was going through all of my training with her, we actually wore the colors of the chakras every day of the week. But we went even further than that. It's this particular day you're wearing red, you're eating all red foods. Let me tell you how dope God is. Okay, God, even in the foods that we have, is connected to the chakras. And so the red foods, the red peppers, all of the things, you want to surround yourself around this color because color vibration is real, sound vibration is real, and these are actually used as therapies. In the course, we're even teaching you the different mantras to be saying, the different holds when you're in meditation. What are the things that are going to truly connect you? Also, if you dance, not only grounding yourself, I think we talked about this in the first show, in the importance of things like drum circles. If y'all are real old school Denver, you remember when we used to host the drum circles and I had everybody out there dancing with their feet to the ground and we was just connected to the drum. Those are real healing therapies. And we're now at the place where Western medicine is finally recognizing that Eastern medicine and indigenous medicine and all of these indigenous practices, which are far older than Western medicine, actually have results, and it's actually bringing about results. So I am honored to do this work. I'm honored to continue to show up in the work. And again, show that chakra flyer one more time. I strongly suggest that you come to take the chakra course because it does unlock, it does unblock. If you have gunk that you're not dealing with, that you're not processing, it's all going to be starting in your root. So if you were abused, if you were harmed, neglected, all of those things are connected to survival. Right? And so you have mechanisms that now your root chakra is blocked. So you're not able to even connect and understand how to get to your heart chakra, how to trust your intuition again, how to understand you have gifts that you're supposed to give to us. Maybe you are the Eeyore of your group. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You know that one person who is just negative Nancy, always pessimistic, always has something to say. A lot of times those are masks. And in the course, you're going to learn, oh, when I see this, when I identify this, instead of me having an emotional, personal response, I need to engage in empathy and engage in understanding and offer support and offer services if you have services, or even just be a friend to someone, right? And in the chakra course, you are your first client. The goal is that you do your work, you finish your work, you get your certificate, and then you go out and you start helping the people that you can, because that's the only way that anything is going to happen in this world when we are talking about that. I have to be mindful of time, so I'm going to do that. I am so excited to share with y'all Millionaire Mindset is coming back to Denver, y'all. And so I have a beautiful, beautiful commercial. I will be a speaker this year. I have always been a supporter. Shantae is an amazing, amazing entrepreneur. She is now living in Florida. Her business expands across the world. And I'm honored to be in partnership with her on a few different projects, including this show. Including this show. She serves as a distant producer. So she is always, and she's one of my thought partners. But if you are trying to figure out how to tap into your millionaire mindset, she also has written a book. Make sure that you just continue to support, because this woman is doing amazing things. But I'm going to be quiet so you can go ahead and get ready for Millionaire Mindset.
I need to call Jaleesa.
Hey girl,
Jelly,
what you doing?
it's time to start planning for the 4th annual Millionaire Mindset Mixer.
The mixer?
I know it's early,
It's only February.
but this is perfect timing. It allows us to be even bigger and even better. This year is going to be the biggest financial literacy event Denver has ever seen.
Yeah, bigger and better. You say that every year. Yeah. You say that every year.
and better.
Bigger and better.
I know, but trust me, this year is the year of elevation.
All right, girl.
Get the team ready.
You know I got you. Hey girl, it's time.
What y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so bad.
And we are back. Y'all better save the date. August 3rd, Millionaire Mindset. It is going to be a time. And shout out to all of the women who are going to be doing the work with me for Millionaire Mindset. I'm so excited. Like, we're offering workshops this year. We haven't done that before. So we're offering workshops. So you're going to walk away with tools to your entrepreneurship. I've been a successful entrepreneur for 25 years, and I am ready to pour. I'm at that place in my career where I just want to be a part of teams and like give my expertise and sit back, because I am a youth elder. I'm now in my 40s, and so I'm ready to like sit back and just say, yeah, here's some game here, here's some game here, and watch folks develop. And I'm super honored. So Millionaire Mindset, August 3rd. Make sure you get your tickets. Tell them that Auset sent you, and be in the building. Also August 3rd, so that's going to happen in the morning. August 3rd in the evening, my organization, VPAC, we are going to be doing our summer solstice huge show. We take our dancers. You know, I'll talk about that in a minute. But we got a big old show at Cleo Parker Robinson that evening. So make sure you that Saturday, August 3rd, you just gonna kick it with me. So go ahead. It's Leo season 2. I'm all the way Leo. You're gonna find that out throughout watching this show. But August 3rd, it's me and you, boo. It's me and you. We gonna do this together. Oh, and Damo too. He's in the back. I told him I'm gonna start talking to him, because till I get my guest, I be needing to talk to folks, right? Or get ready, if there's 50 new followers, y'all thought I was playing, you need to like, share, follow, subscribe, 50 more people, and I'll start opening up the lines and we could do live readings so you can really, really see the work. I used to be on the radio. Y'all said y'all wanted me, so you can see my face when I'm doing the work. I'm here, but where you at? So go like, share, follow, and subscribe our network. Not for the people, we are the people. So show up, show up, show up. All right, so we're also, the next part of the show is we're going to talk about knowledge and village. We're going to put these things together, because I'm excited to announce we have started a new foundation called Black Leadership Foundation. We are looking for 500 people, just 500 people, to donate $1,000 every year so that we can gift 4 leaders with $100,000. Let me say that again, because I don't think y'all understand. BLF, Black Leadership Foundation, we are starting to ask people to come in as a level 1 collective contributor. You donate $1,000, and it is a tax write-off. So yes, we are 501c3. You donate $1,000. We need 500 people to commit to this so that we can choose 4 dynamic Black leaders across the country and give them $100,000. Everybody gonna ask, well, you raising $500,000. Where's the other $100,000 going to? Well, we have expenses, website expenses. We want to be able to travel, to meet new leaders, to find out their story. So it's operational. So 1/5 of the business will always go to operations, but the majority of it is we want to be able to give folks a big old check. Last year, wait till I run that commercial. Last year at my birthday, this is now my birthday party. So my birthday is August 17th. We're doing this August 24th. At the Gathering Spot. If you don't know what the Gathering Spot is in Atlanta, you not a real entrepreneur. This is where all of the entrepreneurs, if y'all know, what's that one festival? There's some festival, big old festival that started at the Gathering Spot, but you think of it as the Clayton for Black folks. If you are in Denver, if you are in Atlanta, you know what the Gathering Spot is. So make sure that you get your tickets, make sure that you're supporting, bring more people, and also go to the website and apply. If you're a leader, you know that $100,000. And here's the other thing. We let you spend the money how you want to spend the money. Okay, we're not about to. The reason why we started this is because there's so many of us running after grants, chasing money with too many restrictions. And we know what it takes for our organizations to be successful. And there's so much data out there on the disparities of Black organizations not getting funded. If you can't tell, I'm all about independence. I don't like to ask people. You say you don't rock with me, I'm going to believe you. But guess what? You're not going to stop this movement, though. So we started our own movement. So we need 500 people to donate $1,000 a year so that we can cut a check to 4 very deserving leaders. And we had a blast. Last year, this year is Hawaiian Luau. Last year was Harlem Nights. Baby, I came in there like Josephine Baker, and we had a time, okay? A whole time. It was a whole weekend because Beyonce was the day before. So we had a whole weekend. We're going to do the same thing. We changed it to do it as a brunch so that we could have our evenings and we could kick it and people could continue to network. But we're really, really excited that we're going to be able to raise the funds, give this money to the people who deserve to get the money. But this particular one is where we need you to come with your $1,000 check. And $1,000 is not a lot of money. I'm sure y'all got at least 3 pairs of Jordans that you can sacrifice and say, I want to invest in our people. Knowledge. We are in the knowledge space of the show. Why Black Leadership Foundation and other organizations who are doing great work matter. Once upon a time, pre-integration, we were such a tight network that our community was thriving. Let me tell you why Tulsa got burned and bombed. Because we were thriving because we networked and worked together. Let me say this real loud to the people in the back. If your lane is your lane, stay in your lane. Partner with who you need to partner, who's also staying in their lane and actually networking. Y'all, I'm not playing. 25 years of entrepreneurship, the disheartening state of how broken our community is. But stop talking about it and be about it. Stop making the post. Stop talking about folks. Go actually do the work, right? So y'all are gonna see, I done took a whole bunch of positions here in the past like 7 months because I'm not playing. I'm passing the torch. I'm getting out of the way for the next generation to take over my organization. Now I want to go partner. I want to go give my whatever is needed. If you just need me to be the water boy or the water goddess. There you go. Thank you, Damo. There you go. If you just need me to pass you water, I will do that for the sake of you being successful. That is what we are missing. And they were very intentional, y'all. These plans have been in place for hundreds of years. And until we wake up, we got to stop being mad at what other folks are doing to us. Because if we're not going to show up for us, who cares? It doesn't matter. I don't care about nothing happening with whoever is doing whatever to somebody who's not going to show up and say, let me do the work. right? Let me show up and do the work. And until we get to that place again where we're like, ain't no such thing as it ain't my business. If I know somebody is struggling, ain't no such thing. That's not even in our nature, y'all. Let me tell y'all why we have to have these conversations for so long. It's because it's not in our nature to not be a communal group, to not say, this is my village, this is my tribe. Listen, you can have your village and you can have many tribes. I don't care if your clique is doing this and your clique is doing that, but are the cliques working together? I was about to say something real, I'm going to say it anyway. If y'all still mad at each other about some stuff that happened in high school, if y'all still mad because somebody was talking to somebody you used to talk to, and you're missing the opportunity to make sure you're connected so your resources, your expertise, your gifts, your talents can be fully utilized, we are failing the children. We're failing the children. We're not failing nobody. If you set in your ways, get out the way. This is why I love working with children. Because sometimes adults do the silliest stuff. Y'all can't sit down and have a real conversation because we need our leadership back. We need our connection back. We leave in the church. We leave in organizations. We leave in all of the things that provided a level of structure. And I'm not saying that these institutions have to be the institutions. What I'm saying is that you have to show up and say, we're at least going to come in and bring order. Because it doesn't matter if you're protesting. Your Facebook posts are not going to change the law. Right? Like, you are not going to, like, think about where your energy is going. And are you truly being capitalized in what your gifts and talents are? Because I said this last week, God didn't give you them gifts to keep it to yourself. Them gifts is supposed to be shared. And if you hoard in who you are, that might be the block that you got in your root chakra that you need to move out the way so you can allow collaboration to happen. If you got trust issues, don't bring that to somebody who genuinely wants to come and work with you and figure it out. And we are broken, y'all. We are broken. That's the first thing we all got to admit. We broken. Somebody right now somebody right now watching the show, like, why she got her feet on the couch? What's wrong with her? That's the mindset that we got right now. And unless somebody's courageous enough to say, yep, I got my feet up on the couch and I still love you. And how can I serve? And what do you need? That doesn't mean to be used. I'm not saying to be abused. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm saying we got to get out of our own way and start collaborating and working together. I am honored and privileged to be a part of some great organizations and be able to collaborate with the people within those organizations. And y'all gonna learn, because I love talking about all of the great people in my village. And I hope that they become resources to you, right? Like, I hope that you take advantage of the resources that I have. Like, and tell me what you have. Get in that chat. Oh, I forgot I could see the chat. Tell me what your gifts and talents are in the chat. And let's go have tea. Or we can go ground together, because now it's warm. We can go put our feet in the ground together. And you can tell me how we can collaborate. We have a generation to save in our children to ensure that the next 7 generations are going to be set up to sustain themselves. So I'm going to let y'all watch this commercial. Hey, and before you do, make sure you look at my outfit, because let me tell you, last year it was a time. We had a time. This is when we unveiled Black Leadership Foundation. So we just unveiled, we were doing the ops, getting everything in order. This year is when we want to raise the money. So y'all, it was a time. You better go ahead. Black Leadership Foundation. Make sure you're there August 24th in Atlanta, Georgia at the gathering spot. Harlem Nights launch party of Black Leadership Foundation was a huge success. Black Leadership Foundation, or BLF, is a tax-exempt organization that will close the philanthropic gap for Black-led, Black-serving organizations and businesses. BLF is dedicated to empowering and uplifting Black leaders to drive positive change in their communities and beyond. Our foundation provides financial resources, leadership development, and networking opportunities to support the growth and development of Black leaders in various fields. BLF acknowledges the disparities, systemic oppressions, racism, and any other mechanisms designed to keep us in the current conditions we are in. While we acknowledge those roadblocks, BLF is focused on creating and sustaining real solutions. We don't want to talk about it, we want to be about it. BLF raises funds through collective contribution levels. Individuals, businesses, organizations, and other philanthropic foundations are invited to financially contribute to the investment of Black leadership. BLF is dedicated to raising a minimum of $500,000 with 500 Level 1 contributors to distribute $100,000 to 4 deserving organizations. The ultimate goal is to raise $2.5 million by reaching and sustaining 500 contributors at Level 3. BLF aims to develop impactful leaders through executive and economic coaching rooted in collaborative fundraising that enhances the Black community. Black-led funding for Black-led, Black-serving companies and organizations will contribute to closing the gap in philanthropy, economic development, health and wellness of our communities. Become a Level 1 contributor and set the roots for BLF to grow. At this level, you donate $1,000. Become a Level 2 contributor and see the roots sprout for BLF. At this level, you donate $2,500. Become a Level 3 contributor and see BLF trees providing the oxygen that our communities need. At this level, you donate $5,000. BLF asks that each level contributor commits to a 3-year commitment. For the 2023 Harlem Nights launch party, BLF thanks all of our partners and everyone who came from across the country to celebrate with us. Join us August 24th, 2024 for the Hawaiian Luau Brunch at the Gathering Spot. Once we surpass our fundraising goal, we will be able to grant 4 deserving Black leaders with a minimum of $100,000 for their organization or business. For more information and how you can commit to becoming a collective contributor, visit us at www.blackleadershipfoundation.org. We cannot wait to see you next year. I could not have done Black Leadership Foundation if it was not for my team. I have to shout out, y'all heard me talk about her already, but Shantae did. She legit is probably, if she had capacity and I had the money, she would be my manager. But she is my project manager. She also is on the Black Leadership Foundation team, and we have been building this thing for about 2 years before we unveiled it. So we are excited that we are now at the point where we're like, come on, get your $1,000. You tell us what leader we need to be looking at and we need to be investing in to make sure that they can continue to do the work that they do in their community. So blackleadershipfoundation.org, go check it out. Make sure that you get your RSVP and you get your we're going to have a good time. If y'all can't did y'all see them? Look at them pictures. Look at them pictures. We had a time, all right? And there are so many inside jokes with all of the folks who were there. But this is my birthday party. We're going to party for a cause. I'm too old to be partying and having hangovers for no reason. At least we woke up hungover and we knew that we were doing the work, right? But we had a very good time. So make sure that you are there. Again, we are doing Black Leadership Foundation because we want to make sure that we are setting up the systems. We're tired of asking. I hope you tired of asking. Whatever your industry is that you know you need to stop asking, is it all right for you to show up as your big self? It is. Start it. If you can't start it yourself, maybe you're not an entrepreneur. Maybe you're like, I need an organization that I can bring a program to. There's so many resources that are needed. Do it. Do it. And that's why we want to encourage you to do it. Millionaire Mindset gives you the tools. Black Leadership Foundation will be writing you a check. And we just want to make sure that we connecting all of the dots. And then tell me what you're doing and how you can come be a partner with us. How you can come in and collaborate with us. How you gonna come sit right here on the couch next to Mama Auset and we're gonna figure out how we gonna heal this community, because that's what we need. Now let's talk about my babies. The last segment of the show is going to be all about VPAC. I could go on and on and on about my babies, about my organization. It's not mine. It's really not mine. November will be 20 years. I can't believe I'm saying that. But it's 20 years of doing this work with VPAC. And First of all, if you have a baby dancer, if you have an elementary school dancer, let me show you the flyer real quick. If you got an elementary school, that's Atlanta. Well, I'll talk to you about Atlanta first then too. So I just booked the tickets. I just booked all of the itineraries, so I'm so excited. We are taking 17 dancers from Denver to go to Atlanta for 2 weeks to do a dance intensive. And they're going to be dancing for 6 hours a day to train, to get ready. Shout out to my Atlanta partner, Trainer Di. That is our home studio. That is where we are all day for camp. Just love the studio. They have been nothing but beautiful to us. Last summer, we just enjoyed it, and the partnership is beautiful. So Trainer Di, GM, this is where we are going to be. But we live together for this 2 weeks. We're training together. We're eating together. We're doing activities together. The babies get the chakra course. So all of the dancers go through the chakra course. They're learning how to braid. They're learning how to cook. They're learning how to clean. They're learning how to do all life skills, but it's centered around dance. Then 2 weeks, then after the first 2 weeks, then we come back to Denver. We stay in an Airbnb together and we wash, rinse, and repeat. Shout out to all of our partners, and I'm going to start with folks ain't signed on the dotted line yet. I'm still a businesswoman. So once they sign on the dotted line, I'll be able to share all of the partners and what we're doing. The one partner that I can say has been a partner with VPAC for 20 years. Let me say that again. I don't know if y'all understand collaboration and community work. They are in their lane. We are in our lane. And we have sustained a relationship for 20 years. None other than the historic Cleo Parker Robinson dance. We have been, I believe we were one of the first folks to start renting the theater. That's how long, right? Very much a mentor, a supporter. I love Cleo. And under the leadership of Malik, we've been able to really continue that partnership. We are there a couple times a year for 20 years, literally. Once upon a time, it was 4 times a year. We are revving to get back to 4 times, but for sure it has always been 2 times a year. And even when we're not in showtime, just a constant partner. So shout out to Cleo Parker Robinson Dance. 20 years we've been doing this. And so the big show is on August 3rd. That's what I was talking about. So you want to go to Millionaire Mindset in the daytime and come to the big show. And these dancers, we went to Beyonce, and to be able to look at those dancers, I called on my dancers in the middle of the Beyonce concert. Like, do y'all see that you can do this? Do y'all see that y'all are just as good, if not better, than these dancers? Right? They got lights, camera, action. They got costume. They got makeup. But in terms of dancing, these babies can hang with the best of them. Tell me another team, tell me another whatever that can sustain dancing hard straight for 3 hours. VPAC, that's us. And if you have elementary students who are passionate about dance, our coach Mama Aubrey is now developing the Littles team. This is our elementary team. One thing we pride ourselves in is we are appropriate. So our littles are not dancing to what the bigs would dance to. You will not see any of our dancers dressed inappropriately. You will not see any of our dancers acting like they ain't got no sense. You will not see any of our parents not being supportive and making sure that they are being supportive within the community. This is how we roll. This is our village. 20 years we've been doing this, and I cannot talk about how long we've been doing this if I don't celebrate Diego Gonzalez, who is the son of Chantel Lewis, Councilwoman, soon to be President Chantel Lewis, and my lovely daughter Jaye Ridley. They started on this team, on the Littles team, and they are who I am passing the torch to. They are now college students, and they run VPAC. I really just go find money for them, but they are running the program and building the program to see the direction that these two are taking it. Diego is our dance coordinator, Jaye is our program coordinator, and they've been dancing together since they were in middle school. And so to see them like really passing the torch, hint, elders, we gonna pass the torch correctly. We gonna get out the way and say, here, go do this and continue for the next 20 years and be looking for who's the next Diego, who's the next Jaye. I cannot talk about VPAC if I don't talk about Diego Gonzalez, Jaye Ridley. And what we also incorporate is mental health for our students. And my oldest son, Jaleel Ridley, runs all of the mental health programming, the healing circles. If you've ever been a part of a healing circle, you know how powerful it is. And when I say the work is happening, but these three are taking VPAC in a whole different direction. Jaleel had us doing collaboration healing circles. Like it just has been so phenomenal to see the growth. And I'm honored to be getting out the way and to be passing the torch. So make sure you support. But our Bigs team, where that other flyer at? The Bigs team of who we are. So I told you about Atlanta. This is all for the Bigs. This is for if your dancer shows that they are ready to do an intensive that is really all of the month of July. This is our Bigs team. We do have a team throughout the year though. And so they work throughout the year. They're working throughout the year. I am so proud to say that we were able to provide scholarships. We were able to do all of the things. And our babies, we are booked. We leave in June 28th, baby. And we are going to come back August 3rd. Make sure that you are there for the show. And finally, before I close out, let me just let you know why this show is important to me personally. One, I'm a healer. I'm a holistic doctor. This is what I do. I want to make sure that my people are sound. Holistic psychology is what I do. So I do spiritual energy work, www.healerausetmiriam.com. And you can go see all of the things. I also do, well, you'll see all of the things because those shows are coming. So you'll see all of the things that I can do there. But like I said, I'm a youth elder now. So I am getting to the place before I become a big mama and before I am just sitting on the couch giving the game. I still got a little bit of energy in me, right? I still got, not a little bit, I got a lot of energy in me. Let me stop acting like I'm not me, right? So like, and you better not be acting like you not you. So, but there are a lot of different things that I am doing. One, I am the board chair for the Urban League of Metro Denver. We are in startup mode right now, bringing the Urban League back to Denver and making sure that we have this support that our community has always needed. I also do MLOs, like if you need a mortgage, make sure that you come and hit me up. We also train adults who are ready to do career changes to become mortgage loan officers. We need you because that's how we're going to close the housing gap. And so I'm passionate about housing gap. That's kind of where my second career is going to lead me. And one of the greatest joys that I have is Rise 5280. Michelle Johnson is an extremely profound leader who had this idea. Well, she was inspired by what was done before. And again, when the torch isn't passed properly, when whatever doesn't happen, but you still know you have to do the calling and you still know you have to do the work, you get blessed. And Rise 5280 has been blessed in that way. I am the board president. And we are just so supportive of where Michelle is taking this organization and how many students have been impacted. The reason I got involved is because she impacted my students. My oldest two children are at HBCUs, will soon to be HBCU graduates because of this tour. And I was like, I want to be involved. How can I help? How can I bring them up? How can we collaborate? And this is, so if you see VPAC, you will see Rise. If you see Rise, you will see VPAC. We are definitely married to each other and making sure that we support each other. Kids Above Everything as well, Dane Washington. We try to make sure we are abreast of what we're all doing, how we're all moving so that we can continue to do this work together. But fall is the Bayou Classic Tour. Y'all need to go. I think we're sold out. I think we've sold out a bus. And I think we're halfway sold out the second bus. So you need to go to rise5280.org. And y'all, I'm not playing. If you got a commercial, if you got something that I need to be telling all of the people, send it to me. Contact me. I want to make sure this is a platform that everybody knows we gonna show what it looks like to collaborate. We gonna show what it looks like to heal. But Rise 5280, I'm gonna close out tonight with my sis, my girl, Michelle Johnson, all of the beautiful work that she's doing. I'm so grateful that y'all were with me tonight. 50 people. I'm not gonna open up the lines. I got a whole Zoom camera right here. I'm not opening up the lines until there's 50 new likes. And Damo, you gonna make sure we tracking it? Okay. So as long as we tracking it, I'm not opening up the lines. I'll do free readings. I'll do all of that for you. But you gotta show that you want it. And you want it by hitting like, share, follow, and subscribe. I am Healer Auset Miriam. Thank you for being with me on Holistic Soul Healing. Before I close out, make sure that you remember you are on the AHRRR Network. Not for the people, we are the people. And if you can't tell, I'm so for the people. You see, I done kicked my shoes off and all of that and made sure you felt comfortable. You better be comfortable in your own skin, because baby, I know I'm comfortable in mine. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we gonna be right back on this couch ready to heal. 50 people. If you give me 50 people by Tuesday, we gonna open up this Zoom line so that y'all can get some free readings. I love y'all. Rise 5280 gonna close us out. Be well.
She's very determined.
She's an individual who sees a need and then wants to fill it.
She just brings that energy. It's just something that is magnetic. It can be real emotional when you get to hear these stories.
I do what I do because it's very much needed in our community. Like, we need to bring back the element of love. This is the block I grew up on. We moved here in the late 80s, early 90s. So this is the Holly. This is when I started making bad decisions. I wouldn't go to classes, hanging with the gang members, selling drugs. Started hanging out with the wrong people who I felt like were the right people because they accepted me. I love that I get to come back now to place our youth, get them out of a lifestyle that I once lived.
She's taken all the obstacles and trials and tribulations that she's experienced as a youth and turned those into her story. She now uses her story to empower others.
So what we do is we work with students that are off track to graduate. She was a perfect fit for our team. On a day-to-day basis, she's in here just like having all sorts of conversation with kids about their future vision and purpose. Michelle knows these kids and has like the language, right, and the street knowledge to know exactly what they're going through. She's completely honest with these kids, and that's what draws them in. One of the more attractive features that, that Michelle brings is that she's doing this work to take tons of kids to HBCU tours, to take them across the country to multiple universities and actually let them experience what that life might look like, what it smells like, what it feels like.
Living here in Colorado, the Black community is very small. So being able to give them that experience, taking them outside of Colorado, like 2/3 of the kids that come on my tour never even been on a plane. So when we go to like Florida and visit FAMU, we always take them to the beach. Half of them have never even been on a beach before. Just to see the joy in their eyes of them running up and down the beach or getting on a plane and I just love those moments. Like, you can see it in their faces, those new experiences. My Elijah, he's my senior right now. He went on an HBCU tour. He was very, very quiet, but now he's flourishing because someone believes in him.
I always saw, an HBCU it's just a Black college, but it's just much more than that. While I was on that tour, not only did it make me feel like I matter as a person, but it made me feel like I could be whoever I wanted to be. You're just this Black kid. No, you're gifted, you're special, and people care about you.
She's like a mother figure for a lot of people. Fortunately, I was one of them.
I call her my mama, Mama Michelle. I wouldn't be at school where I'm at right now if it wasn't for her. She introduced me to a life that I never even knew about. She's there whenever I need a call, whenever I need something. I really did want to give up. Like, I really did. Like, it was tough, for sure.
He was in a point of his life where he didn't want to continue on. He didn't want to lightweight even be on the tour. We made him come.
The HBCU tours, they're amazing.
When he walked on Grambling, stepping on that campus changed his life. And that's why he's there now.
My major is psychology. Be able to help as many people as I can personally. Mama Miss Shayla, her paying it forward has encouraged me to want to pay it forward because I know how it is and I know what it means to people. Man, I love her. That's like my second mom. That's all I gotta say.
No, that's not
A lot of these kids are failing in school. They're behind in grade levels. They've been in the juvenile justice system. They've experienced homelessness. Maybe they're pregnant or parenting, and they're all low income.
In the Black community especially, kids don't have the opportunity to see and really experience what higher education looks like and how they can use it to amplify and bolster their lives. And oftentimes they don't see themselves in these settings. She took that and said, you know what, I'm gonna show you. Not only could they see the value of education, but they could see the value of themselves. Some people get hit and they fall down. Michelle got hit, got up, and got busy.
We are just waiting for the next great thing from Michelle.
My name is Marie Proto, and I have the honor of working on our sports sponsorships at Western Union. And we just loved your story. I love how you are such a pillar of the community. First of all, thank you on behalf of Western Union for everything that you do. And I had two friends in particular that were so impressed with you and your story and what you are doing that they asked if they could drop in on this call and just say hello.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's my favorite Yoki and Jamal. Oh, they're my fave. Oh, Jamal, you gotta get better. Yoki, I swear, you can hear me yelling every game for you.
Hey, I'm gonna start calling him Yoki.
I actually like it, Yoki.
To have somebody that is trying to help you avoid the mistakes that they've once made, I think that goes a long way.
Amazing story. Giving kids the hope, giving them something that maybe they don't have, or just think about some new life they can have.
Having people like you in these kids' lives, especially kids of color, helping them, show them a way where they can thrive.
Thank you, guys.
Nice meeting you.
She's very determined.
She's an individual who sees a need and then wants to fill it.
She just brings that energy. It's just something that is magnetic. It can be real emotional when you get to hear these stories.
I do what I do because it's very much needed in our community. Like, we need to bring back the element of love. This is the block I grew up on. We moved here in the late 80s, early 90s. So this is the Holly. This is when I started making bad decisions. I wouldn't go to classes, hanging with the gang members, selling drugs. Started hanging out with the wrong people who I felt like were the right people because they accepted me. I love that I get to come back now to place our youth, get them out of a lifestyle that I once lived.
She's taken all the obstacles and trials and tribulations that she's experienced as a youth and turned those into her story. She now uses her story to empower others.
So what we do is we work with students that are off track to graduate. She was a perfect fit for our team. On a day-to-day basis, she's in here just like having all